Hiya, my name's Shelley and welcome to my channel, and today is what I got for my birthday, kind of book haul slash, at the end I'm going to show you some of the extra items, but if you're only interested in the extra items I'll do like a little timestamp. I can see the heart of my husband out of the corner of my eye. I love you, Richard. Yeah, so it was my birthday at the weekend, so just gone, it was on Sunday, and I literally got spoilt all weekend. The grandparents, my children's grandparents had the children for the weekend, so they came back on my birthday obviously, but me and my husband had two peaceful nights without them, and it was just wonderful. We went out for dinner and I got spoilt completely, and I'm very, very lucky, and I'm thankful for every single person that sent me a gift and all the lovely messages I received from you guys. You are all amazing, so thank you for that. I'm going to dive right into the book part. Like I said, I will put a timestamp at the bottom if you're only interested in the extra bits at the end, that'll be at the end, but yeah, that'll be in the description below. So I'm going to launch into the books, some of which I've already read. This book that I received from my mum bought for me when we went to Henley. She got me this one, which is Oscar Wilde's Selected Plays. I wanted to get this anyway because obviously for Victober the hosts are reading 2 plays. They're reading The Importance of Being Earnest and A Woman of No Importance. Just realised the word importance is in there twice. It's quite funny. But they're very different plays and they're very good. I literally just read them both and they're really good. This is quite a good mixture actually. They're quite different plays, a variety of plays in this book, so yeah. I'm excited to finish on reading this. I'm going to hopefully finish reading this month for Victober. So yeah. That's the first one. And the next one, again, I'm sort of halfway through. This is Before the Coffee Gets Cold. This is one I got with from my husband because I was going book shopping with him at the weekend, and as extra gifts he picked me up some extra ones I wanted. And this is one I saw on Jen Campbell's channel. It's called Before the Coffee Gets Cold. It's by Toshikazu. I can't say that, and it's translated. I know it's important to mention the translator. Translated from the Japanese by Geofrey, Trousselot, which I'll put across the screen and in the description. And this is basically sort of a sci-fi-ish kind of book about 4 characters that visit a bookshop, bookshops on the brain. 4 characters that visit a coffee shop, and they can travel back to the past, but the twist, there's like rules to it. The main one being they have to get back before the coffee gets cold. And I think this is again really interesting. The mixture of characters that go back to the past are quite good. The second one, which is one I'm reading, has got Alzheimer's representation in it, which I just think is another good element to it. So yeah, can't wait to finish this. Thank you very much, Richard, for getting it for me. This is another one I've read. I literally finished it the weekend. I literally read it in a day. A novel told in verse, The Black Flamingo by Atta. This is another one I picked up when I was in the bookshop. I saw this on Eric Carl Anderson's channel, talked about. I have seen it before because I've been wanting to get it for a while, to be honest with you, before he mentioned it on a recent video, which I'll put that down below. But yeah, it sort of pushed me over the edge when he reminded me of it. It's so gorgeous. This is it's sort of the story of Michael, and you sort of hear his story of him growing up to his university days, and then when he sort of goes to university, he's trying to find his place, and he finds like a drag society and becomes the Black Flamingo. I don't really think that's a spoiler, but that only happens halfway through. I feel like I needed to tell you this because I was kind of expecting that stuff to happen earlier a lot on. This is still beautiful, but I'm just saying to you that the drag stuff happens like halfway through, so it's still beautiful, it's wonderful. I loved it a lot. Highly recommend. Even this isn't a wrap up, so I don't know why I'm saying that. This is one I found in the charity shop on the day that I was with my mum. This isn't actually a birthday present, this is like one I got for myself. Purple Hibiscus by Chimanda Adiche. I don't know what this is about, but I've got her first one, The Half the Yellow Sun, I think that's right. Again, one I haven't read, but I want to try her writing, and I need to start reading. I need to start reading her works. So as soon as I saw it in the shop, I could not pick it up. So here we go. This is another one that I picked up in the charity shop. So again, not one that... Actually, Emily might have got this for me. I think Emily got this for me, my sister from Nova Novels. This is David Copperfield by Charles Dickens, one we got when I was out for the day with Emily last week, and she got it as an extra birthday present. So thank you, Emily. And this is one I heard about. I know Tom from Tom Reads Things loves this book, and I saw the trailer actually, because I know the movie's either coming out or out. And I saw this when I was watching Downton Abbey recently in the cinema with my mum, and the trailer for this looks brilliant. And so I thought, well, I'll read the book, or try to read the book before I see the movie. I don't know if that's going to happen, but I've got good intentions. This is another one I saw in the charity shop. I think I got this one, or did Emily? I don't know, I can't remember. This is poetry by Seamus Heaney, Death of a Naturalist. Don't know much about it, but it's a Faber book, and a Faber poetry collection. It's brand new, I think. It looks like it's barely been read, and I'm very excited about that. This is one I bought for myself. So even though this is my birthday book haul, so far I have shown you a few that I'm cheating. This is It's Not Okay to Feel Blue and Other Lies. I think that's what it says. And this is like a sort of one of those collections of written by numerous different authors contributing to like their experiences, I guess, about depression. I think that's right. I've got Adam Kay, Bryony Gordon, loads of famous people on here. Matt Haig, obviously he's super famous. Loads and loads and loads of people, and it's just, I guess, their stories of it. So yeah, can't wait to read this. Actually, if you're in the UK and you're interested in this book, oh dear, something's just fallen down. If you're in the UK and you're interested in this book, the cheapest place I found it is in Sainsbury's, because I've looked across the other places. In Sainsbury's, I believe it was £5.99 currently as we speak. So all the other places it was a lot more expensive than that. So if you're in the UK and you're interested in this book, go to Sainsbury's. If that's where you want it cheaper, I don't know. You might not want to. Charity shop book again. This is one my mum, I think. This is Brit, Marie Was Here by Fredrick Backman. I know that Savvy, I think, has read this. I'm fairly certain. I'll link Savvy's turn down below. And Savvy loves this. So, and I just, sounds wonderful. I think it's about an older lady who's like puts up barriers, kind of similar to the Man Called Uva book, I'm guessing. You kind of get to know her a bit more. Oh, this is one that I got from the lovely Simone. Oh, it's upside down. She sent me two little books, which I'll find. Oh, there's that one. This one and this one. The Puffin book of utterly brilliant poetry. Simone knows I love poetry. And it's just so gorgeous. And there's like I know Benjamin Zephaniah has put some things in here. Again, quite a few famous people. Spike Milligan, Robert McGough, and Alan Alberg. When I was younger, I loved Alan Alberg, as I know Simone did. So yeah, this is gorgeous, and thank you so much, Simone. And thank you so much for the little Oscar Wilde book, which is Only Dull People Are Brilliant at Breakfast. I think this is just like anecdotes. So yeah, thank you. Some more little Penguin Black classics. Matilda by Mary Shelley. My mum got this for me for my birthday from the Henley bookshop again. I don't know too much about it, but I'm excited to read it. And she also picked me up Emily Bronte's The Night is Darkening Around Me. This is like some poems by her. I think it's a collection of little poetry. So I can read this for Victober. So hopefully, if I remember, I will try and read this in October for Victober. Here we go again. I have to dive down to the back. I'm going to put it in my hair. Oh, might make a bit of noise. Sorry. Right. And this is one my husband bought for me. Surprised me actually. This is Heidi by Johanna Spyri. This gorgeous Puffin edition. I just love this so much. Like when I was younger, I don't think I've told you guys, I actually loved Heidi. Heidi was one of the books I remember, one of the first like bigger. It felt bigger when I was younger. The books that I'd read, and I loved it so much, and my husband obviously knew that, and then went and got this for me, so thank you. Look at that gorgeous cover. I love it so much. So thank you, Richard. Another one he got me was a poetry collection which I've been after for ages, which is The Perseverance by Raymond Antrobus. And I've seen this on quite a few different people's channel. I know obviously again Jan Campbell loves it, but also Ollie Bliss loves it. That's right. Oh, my brain has gone to mush today. But Ollie loves it, so yeah. And here I actually saw on Ollie's channel. I saw he put like a little insert on a video of Raymond actually reading or talking, and he sounds gorgeous and lovely. So yeah, that made me even want to read it even more, which I know is a very bad reason. I'm going to read into it. Here I've got some Ann Duffy poetry. This is one my mum got me from Henley. This, I think I've only got one more now to get of her poetry collections. I could be wrong. And this is The Other Country. I don't, again, know too much about this particular collection, but I'm excited to read it because I love Ann Duffy's poetry so much. Alright, reaching into the bag. I feel like I could dive and get lost in there. This is Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde by Robert Louis Stevenson. This is the classic Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. I don't really need to explain it. I'm excited to read it though because I actually haven't read the book, and it's very, very short. It's less than 200 pages. Might even be less than 150. Is it? Well, it's literally just over 100 pages. I mean, that's amazing. So there's no reason not for me to read this. I could read this for Victober again. Lots of Victober love here. And that was from Richard as well, I've got to say. This is Eli Raab's The Night, and this is like a sad story about, I think it's like a young boy. Like Eli's experiences in growing up. So born into a Jewish ghetto in Hungary, Eli Raab was sent to Nazi concentration camps at Auschwitz and Buchenwald as a child. So it's his account of that atrocity. So basically, I'm sure this is going to be really horrendous. I know Alex Black, I remember Alex Black talking about this and saying, like, I know it's obviously going to be a hard read, but I know how she said it was an amazing read, so I'm fairly certain that's right. This is one for my husband because he's amazing. Nikita Gill's latest collection of poetry, Great Goddesses, Life's Lessons from Myths and Monsters. I love Nikita Gill's poetry. If you're not new to my channel, I've read her other 2 books and I've literally eaten every word up. I just love how she talks. I feel like a lot of her work is very empowering, and this will be interesting, and I guess obviously with Great Goddess and things inspired themes as well. So, yeah. Oh, I'm going to just take them out and put them. So the last 2 books, actually I'll show you this one first. This is the last one my husband kindly bought for me and surprised me with, which is The Adventures of Maud West by The Lady Detective, a remarkable true story by Susanna Stapleton. So this is non-fiction. I'll probably read this for non-fiction November if I don't get to it before then. And that, yeah, it's about a true life story about Maud West, and I guess it's like the myths surrounding how much of what about her is true and what isn't, because yeah, I think there's some maybe that she put out that some false accounts, maybe, I don't know entirely based upon the blurb of what I have read, but I'm excited. I know that Simon Savage from Savage Reads loved this, and it's totally up my alley. I love crime fiction anyway, and this just sounds so intriguing, and anything Simon recommends, obviously I always want to read practically everything, so yeah, that's that one. This is one that my lovely friend Claire got for me, so thank you so much, Claire, if you're watching. This is Daisy Jones and the Six. To be honest with you, I know by Taylor Jenkins Reid. I know loads and loads of people rave about Taylor Jenkins Reid on BookTube, but she's not an author I probably would have ever got to have it if it hadn't have been bought for me, because I think there's so much hype around her. It kind of has put me off in the past, but this is like, the premise of this does sound interesting and intriguing, and this is kind of told about, I think it's like about a band, and it's sort of told in, I can't remember the format, but it's sort of like a documentary kind of like radio kind of story told. I can't talk. A lot of you probably have heard about this, but yeah, I am excited to read it. Wouldn't have probably read it without it, but thank you. This, as Claire got me that, I will show you the other present Claire got for me, which was this beautiful, which I'm going to put it in a frame, Alice in Wonderland print, which I just love so much. Got to love a bookish print. And I'm going to show you some of the other gifts that I've got in my bed, just a couple of other things. I'll show you pictures. My lovely friend Emily and Nikki Emily from Know Your Novels and Nikki from I Read Past My Bedtime both bought me bookmarks from Pastoral Rain Creations, which I'll link that down below, her Facebook, Instagram page. And yeah, honestly, I was so touched, especially from Nikki's, because Nikki, Emily, I love you so much. Emily knows how much I love those ones that she got me. But Nikki had also got bookmarks from each of my family, so when I opened it up, I was so surprised and I was just so touched, and it just really made my birthday. It was like a little extra thing that I completely wouldn't have expected that. It was just gorgeous. So thank you so much, Nikki. Thank you so much, Emily. Obviously you would have seen the pictures. They're just gorgeous. Pastoral Rain Creations, the bookmarks are just beautiful. So I highly recommend going to the website. I'm totally going to do an order soon. So yeah, that's that. What else? I did get loads of other like chocolates and flowers, and loads of my friends have got me loads of other little bits, so thank you so much to everyone that brought me something. My daughter, there's 2 little things I got. My daughter made me this, which this is like one of my favourite things ever. It's like a little thing that she'd sewed with beads. I think she must have done it around Grandma's house. I just loved her so much. And also she picked out for me a unicorn. I needed a new hot water bottle because I wanted one. Everyone needs a hot water bottle, especially at this time of year. And this is a unicorn one. I mean, honestly, look at his little feet. It's so gorgeous. Perfect. Love it so much. My son got me a little slinky, which I love also. Thank you, Oscar. And this is another one my husband picked for me. It's a bookish puzzle, which I love so much. I love puzzles. You guys know how much I love puzzles if you watch my favourites. So that was like, I just loved it so much. I got so many other things from lots of other people, and I've got vouchers and money, and my mother-in-law got me these beautiful Cath Kidston like bags, which I'm going to put use for storage for storing my bath bombs, because I got a lot of Lush, which I should have brought up with me, but I didn't. Yeah. So basically I was completely spoilt, and so I'm very grateful for everything that I received. I hope you guys are well. I hope that wasn't too boring for you. Let me know if you've got any new books recently, or if you've had any birthdays so I can wish you happy birthday. If you're a Libran, fellow Librans, we're a bit of a crazy bunch, aren't we? So yeah, let me know in the comments below. Sending you guys lots of love as always, and yeah, take care. Bye.